Hello again. We are going to build another metal building today on our 3D builder. This is the building that we have. We actually have a display of this on one of our lots, and it gets a lot of attention. A lot of people like this building. It has a garage on half, and then the other half is open. So if you like our videos, go ahead and get down to the bottom and hit the subscribe button, and also hit the little alarm bell. It will warn you when we post new videos if you like our videos, and like and share if you have anyone that is in need of a metal building like this or like any of the other videos that we have. Check them out. We have several on here. We usually post once a day during the weekdays. So we're going to go ahead and build this building from scratch today. I'm going to show you how to do that. So we're going to start at style. You see we have several styles here. We're going to go ahead and do the utility style. Utility just means on half the building there is a separating wall, and of course when we auto-populate this utility is fully enclosed. So there's our auto-population. It auto-populates to this size, 20 by 41 by 12. We are going to change the size today. I am going to leave the roof style as a vertical style roof. To see more about the vertical style roof, go to our other videos, and it'll kind of explain the vertical style roof. So as you can see here on the sides, we're going to leave this 20 feet wide, and we're going to go 30 feet long and 9 feet high. We're going to go 9 feet high so we can put a certain amount of doors in here. We're going to go with a depth of 15 feet. So just to be clear on the size here, this manufacturer 31 is the roof measurement, so that's from front to back on the roof. Of course, there is a 6-inch overhang on each end, so that makes the frame from front to back 30 inches. So if we do 15, half of this will be enclosed and half of it will be open. And we're going to put some cool frame outs. I'm going to show you how to do that here. So the first thing we want to do is add all of our sides. So we go to the front. We're going to fully enclose the front. We're going to enclose the left side. Of course, our front went to a gable there. Little glitch. Let's go back. Fully enclose. Okay, so now we have a fully enclosed building with a wall in the center. And we're going to open it up with frame outs. I'm going to show you how to do that here in a second. But let's change the color on this building first. That way it's building it as the color we want. We're going to go king blue on the roof, king blue on the trim. And we're going to use a gray, our lighter gray or pewter gray on the walls. And then we're going to put king blue wainscoting on this. Now this is kind of important. You can see that the corrugation runs front to back, so the sides are horizontal on this unit. And what that means is when this manufacturer, when we put wainscoting, we put the two-tone on the horizontal, they actually do not charge any extra charge for this. And the reason why is because this panel already runs this way anyways. There's no extra trim. They just literally are grabbing a different color panel to do it. So there's no extra charge, which is kind of nice if you do horizontal. And of course you can change this to vertical. We've shown that before. I'll show that here. So you can change this to vertical to where the siding runs up and down. Of course, it took off the wainscoting there. But there is a charge if you put the wainscoting on the building this way because they do have to have extra trim. We're going to go ahead and do these as horizontal. I want to show how that building looks. The display we have is actually horizontal, so I want it to be horizontal on there. Let's see, let's go back to colors, and let's select that wainscoting again. There we go. Okay, so let's go and do our doors and windows and frame outs because I want to put some different doors and frame outs on this. So we go to doors and we will select this door. We're going to remove this door, and then we're going to put a walk-through door, and it will populate center. Otherwise you can click center here and it'll center that. We're going to put a couple windows here. This is what's on our display at one of our lots, so I'm going to make it look very similar to that. Okay, there's one, and we'll another window here. So it matches on the other side. That way we're nice and even here. Okay, pretty close. You'll get the idea. Okay, so let's move to this side. I'm actually going to make it to where this back, we're going to put a garage door on this side and a garage door on this side. So that way you can pull through this enclosed garage part. So we select this side here. We can put our garage door here. This is not a certified door, and we're on a 9-foot height. So we can actually do an 8-foot door here. So we're going to do 10 by 8 doors. And then I'm going to put 45s on it so you can see how that looks. Okay, move this over. Now sometimes our software will actually allow us to put a door like in the middle of the wall, but it's not possible when you actually go to build a building. So there's some things it will do that's actually not capable in the construction phase. Put this up like this so you can kind of see what happens when I do a frame out up front. Now on frame outs, because we are at a 9-foot height on the eave, we do have to have a header here. So we have to have a foot for header. So as high as we can go is 8 foot. And then we've got 15 foot from the front to this middle wall. So we really need like a foot on this side and a foot on that side. That allows for structure. So what that does is that means we're actually going to have a 13. And we just go down to custom size here. And we just say we're going to do 13. And our height is 8 foot. And then let's put 45s on that too. Make it look nice and fancy. Okay, so again, you can see that it populated where it can't populate. We will move it over where it can be. Pretty close. There we go. So now you can see how that is. So let's move to the opposite side and let's just mirror what we just did. Let's put a garage door in the back. So we'll change this to the 10 by 8. Put the 45s on there. And move this door down where it can be. Okay. And then we will put another frame out. Same thing as the other side. So we will just duplicate that. We'll say custom size. Now you notice I can't duplicate. I can only duplicate and clone on the same field. So I'm not actually able to duplicate and move that frame out to this side. So there is a little bit of building. But I will share the link to this building down below. That way you can go directly to this building. So if you want to change the color or the size, it's kind of pre-populated for you. That way you can do some custom building on it if you'd like. If you'd like to see what it's like to have the building to be the full vertical style, or if you want it a little longer, a little taller, you can certainly go to the link and do that. 45s. My computer is running slow. Okay, so now let's move this to the front. Okay. So now we're starting to look open here. Now we just have to open the gable end. So we will put a frame out here. And the same thing applies to the height and the width, where we're at 9 foot, so we're going to go 8 foot high. And then our width is 20, so we're going to take a foot on each side, so we're going to be at 18. So we're going to do 18. Of course, it only lets us populate 18 here. And then we're going to populate 8. And then the 45s to give it the same look that we did for the rest of the building. Okay, so there we go. There's our building. So that's it. Pretty simple. It seems like a complicated build, but in our builder, it does take a little bit of time. And you can adjust the doors on this. So you could put a door back here. A lot of folks like to put their walk-through door on the side and put their roll-up door on that middle wall there, the utility wall. That way they can pull in there. Sometimes people use this as like their carport. They'll pull their car underneath this portion, but then they'll put their lawnmowers and yard tools and lawn equipment in this side. So a lot of different uses for this style building. I've seen this being used as a farm building where maybe we would make it a little taller and a person would pull a tractor underneath here or a trailer or something like that. And then inside here they would put their feed room or their hay or anything that they would need to keep dry inside that utility room. So like and share this if you know anyone that's looking for a metal building or a carport like this or a workshop, agricultural building. Let them know by sharing the link with them. And then also subscribe to us again and click that bell notification. That way you get the notifications when we do these videos if you like them. And thanks very much, and we'll talk to you soon.